Hello, welcome to Natural Hazards and Environmental Geology online section, the lab part. Over here is my faculty information. There we go, my faculty information. Please note the email. Email me with questions. Please just email me, let me know what's going on. Next, here's our syllabus. There we go. Lab is worth exactly 25% of your total grade. I use fractions to figure it out, so no matter what the points really are, you will be awarded 25% of your total grade based on your lab points. And you must pass the lab to pass the class. That's very important. You can't you can't do super great in the lecture and not do anything in the lab and expect to pass the course. You must pass the lab as well as the lecture part. You don't need the lab book. Everything's online, but it would really help for you to have the textbook. And here we go. Here's our lab activities. They're organized by week and they match the chapter that we cover. Every lab is due Friday at midnight except for the first week. They're both due on Saturday by midnight. There's 2 labs this week. One is a math review. Hopefully that won't be very hard at all. And then there's a natural hazard and personal preparedness lab. And then there's just 1 lab for each chapter we cover. There is no lab when we have tests. And lab for week 11, atmospheric processes and severe weather, there is a little bit of extra credit there. 11 points extra credit. If you're excited by that, I'll show you. So here's where you find the lab modules. Here's week 1, for instance. We have the objectives, we have a checklist, we have instructions for the lab. Then here's our math review. Do the paper exercise first, and then when you're done with that and have all the answers written out, then you enter your answers in a quiz format. Usually, sometimes it's a discussion question format. Here we go. Here's the intro for the this is the worksheet for the natural hazard personal preparedness lab. And then there's a quiz and a discussion board to submit your answers there. And here's the rubric for how I'm going to grade the discussion board question. The first week's a little bit more complicated, but the other weeks are a little bit more straight up. You got the objectives and checklist always. Then you have an intro. Then you have the worksheet. And then you submit your answers via the quiz. That's pretty much it. Once again, if you have any questions, please email me. A lot of times in the past, usually if you have a question on the lab, I have to be at my computer and look at the lab worksheet to figure out exactly what your question is. So for lab questions, I usually answer those in the evening. Unless you ask me a really good question that I can answer without looking at the lab sheet, then I'll answer them during the day. But that's how the questions go. Don't be afraid to ask questions. I think the labs are fairly straightforward, but that's me, the instructor. You as a student are learning, and so they might not be as straightforward to you. So make sure you ask me a question if you're confused. Don't just stumble around blindly. I'm here to help. And once again, my email contact information right here, right there. So hopefully you'll enjoy the lab section as a bit of a application of the information that we learn in lecture, and I am really excited to be guiding this and hope that you will be engaged and informed and learn through this lab section of natural hazards and environmental geology. See you later. Well, talk to you later, I guess. Bye.